Hey guys, so I tell like it is. In this video, I am going to explain the significance of the Dodgers winning their 72nd game against the San Francisco Giants, their first win ever since the rigged and scripted guarantee of Magic Johnson. I explain why the number 72 connects to the President of the United States and to the coming World War III, and it is happening. This war is going to happen under Trump. It is bound to happen. You think about WW, right? You think about the movie Wonder Woman and who I'm predicting to win the 2020 election, Elizabeth Warren. We could see Wonder Warren in action, and Warren starts with the word war. And it is no coincidence, too, that these airstrikes occurred on April the 6th. I'm going to talk about that in this video. So first and foremost, the Dodgers won their 72nd game. This is a very, very special number to the coming World War and to their championship. The Dodgers scored 6 runs this game. They've won 6 World Series titles, lifetime. In gematria, the practice of coining letters and words into numbers, the shadow gang that rules over society, the Freemasons, the Zionists, and Jesuits, religiously operate under this code because they do play the role of God with hidden knowledge in advance. By the numbers, they do this. And it's all hidden because people have no idea what the hell I'm doing and what this actually is. The answer is, it is the shadow government. It is the coding of letters and words into numbers. 1 through 26 is A through Z. And same with Pythagorean gematria, which only works with single digits, 1 through 9, all throughout the alphabet. A to I, J to R, S to Z. But here it is. Because President Trump in gematria equals 72. He bombed Syria. Syria equals 72, like I said before. Dodgers equaling 72. You think about Dodgers, right? You have to dodge airstrikes, right? The airstrikes that Trump launched. It is no coincidence that I am predicting the Houston Astros to play in the World Series and to ultimately lose to the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is why the number 72 is significant. It all connects with the team, with the symbolic war logo, with the site of World War III, and the president, the puppet that is going to preside over this war. The Zionist puppet, President Trump, the man with all the Goldman Sachs bankers in his cabinet and billionaire cabinet members. Donald Trump is the definition of the swamp. It is fitting that the amount of time between these airstrikes on April the 6th, and I'm going to talk about April the 6th. April the 6th is a very special number. Donald Trump was born in the year 46. April the 6th is 4-6 equals 46, and in foreign countries, it would be written out as 6-4, the 6th day of the 4th month, equaling 64. Here's the significance of the numbers. If you're from America or if you're a foreigner, it doesn't matter because the reflection between each of these numbers is super significant. WW, World War equals 46. By the way, they've been operating this code for years. It's no coincidence that the president of the First World War has the initials WW. You know him as Woodrow Wilson. Likewise, the team with another war logo, Astros, bombs, ba-bam! Houston, Texas equals 46. Donald Trump, the president of chaos, billionaire cabinet members that are incompetent, that are not qualified for their jobs, people firing left and right, this puppet treating his presidency like a reality TV show, bombing other countries, wants to cut people off of health care, wants to pass tax breaks for the wealthy. This is a presidency of chaos. Trump is the chaos president. Chaos equals 46. Likewise, the reflection, 64, the 6th day of the 4th month. Donald Trump's war equals 64, the rigged, scripted bombs on April the 6th. Also, the manufacturer of the bombs, Raytheon, the greedy Zionist motherfucker. Trump owns stock in Raytheon. I have the financial disclosure form, but it is a gang of Zionists that are staging this war. Donald Trump's war, Israel, Zion, Synagogue of Satan. It is corporations too, corporations in the military-industrial complex, and the bankers themselves that wage the wars so they can lend this fraudulent fiat money to governments with interest. Alex Wood is a key storyline, super red hot. Alex Wood is 12-1. Interesting that Revelation equals 126. The Freemasons like to play God once again. Gematria, also called the language of God. 26 letters in the alphabet. Either alphabet or letter in Gematria equals 26. This is very real. Gematria deals with the divine and the universe and the mystical relationships between numbers and what happens around us. But this 72nd win, once again, you remember, Dodgers, Syria, President Trump, 72. This win occurred on July the 28th. The amount of time between the airstrikes on April the 6th and July 28th is a time span of 113 days. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is the 113th World Series. 113 days from the Syrian Air Strikes to the Dodgers' 72nd win is no coincidence once again. Look up what equals 72. Also, 3 months, 22 days. Skull and Bones, anyone? The secret society that many Zionist puppets like George W. Bush were a part of. Skull and Bones has the number 322. 3 months, 22 days. We're dealing with the occult here. 22 times 3 also equals 66. This cannot be a coincidence. 113 days. It is the 113th World Series. It is rigged, scripted, foreshadowing that it is going to be the Dodgers that are going to play in and win the World Series. Los Angeles, California equals 113 and 41. Also, Trump's war equals 41. The team that won the NBA Finals also connects to the World War III because of the war years. Once again, I'm the only one in the truth community who predicted the Warriors. Everyone else was saying it was going to be the Cavs. It all had to deal with World War III. Now, World War in Gematria equals 114. Also, Pearl Harbor equals 114. Now, when you include the end date in this, when you include the end day at the end, this 113 that deals with the 113th World Series in Los Angeles, CA. Now, I need to... Now, you see, when you include the end day, it's 114 days. Once again, the rigged, scripted airstrikes. When you include the end date, it's interpreted as World War. Once again, this World War deals with the number 72 and the Dodgers win. It all has to deal with the president. It all has to deal with the team that's supposed to win the World Series right before or right when World War III starts in the site of World War III. So 113 days is rigged, scripted, 72nd win occurs. It all deals with World War III and Trump. Your sports are rigged, scripted, and all are special tributes to whatever happens in global affairs and in politics. It is the shadow gang of Freemasons, Zionists, and Jesuits that rig and script your sports by the numbers. It's no coincidence that 113 days from the Syrian airstrikes to July 28th, the day that the Dodgers win their 72nd game, is a time span of 113 days. This is even more proof that sports are rigged and scripted by the numbers. Support my mentor, Zach Hubbard. I'm glad you're back. Thank you for commenting on my old videos. Now, I don't use the new gematria calculator because I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it with the basics, and really the gang out there probably doesn't overcomplicate things, and they want it to be this easy, and they want you to be confused. For instance, I correctly predicted the Warriors to win the NBA Finals because Kevin Durant wore number 35, and King James equals 35, and his record was 3-5 after he lost the NBA Finals. Well, people were saying, oh, King James with the S exception equals 44. That means he's going to win. I don't want to deal with the S exception and all of that because, quite frankly, if you use multiple methods, it overcomplicates things. But what I have done is I correctly predicted the NBA Finals. I am dead on the money with baseball, and I'm not even using the gematrinator, but I want to tinker with the gematrinator and see what values it gives you. But in the future, I would definitely think about using a gematrinator if I want to build upon the work that I used based on simple gematria and Pythagorean gematria. But pretty much what I've done is, if this system of Pythagorean and simple gematria is going to work really, really well for me up to next year, if I'm able to correct these upcoming sporting events, then I'm going to stick with simple and Pythagorean gematria. But if I'm not able to predict the Super Bowl or college football, whatnot, or NCAA, then I will probably start to exclusively use the gematrinator. So I just want to give a comment to Zach about that. But once again, this is a rigged, scripted tribute. This is foreshadowing of a World War III to happen. All of your sports are scripted by the numbers, and this year is all about the Jesuits, and the team with all the Jesuit tributes is going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers.